What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, producer Sam. Today, unfortunately, Sebastian is on vacation, so today's guest is Bleed the Sky. Let's go.
Oh no! Oh boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot!
That was so weird without
That's
Sebastian.
Right. What? I know. That's because Sebastian's not
Where's your
here.
energy?
Before we get started, I know. Before we get started, we want to remind everybody, if you're watching us on YouTube, to click the subscribe and the notification button. If you're listening to us on an audio version on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or whatever, don't forget to click the follow. Today's guest, of course, we're joined by co-host Kyler.
Where's
and
Sebastian?
I know. That's it.
Damn it.
And today we're joined by Monte.
What's up,
you're
guys?
killing it right now, and we're going to have to start all over again. I mean, fuck, shit. No, you're not. No, you're not. All right, we're joined by Monte from the band Bleed the Sky. Just a real quick for our listeners out there, Bleed the Sky, I think they formed, when did they form? 2003?
20 years ago.
4?
3.
Yeah. Was it 3 or am I wrong?
2003. Yeah, 20 years ago.
Okay. All right. So I'm going back to my notes here. So that's why I'm like trying to figure out. Did I leave the page? What?
No, it's
am I frozen?
Yeah.
No, you're here. You're good. Yeah, 2003. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, 2003. Monty is in a couple of other projects. You have a couple other side projects, correct?
Yeah, I stay busy. I play in a band called Ember Throne that's on Seek and Strike Records, and then I play in another band here in Portland called Lesser Animal. It's a very grindcore, much faster, much angrier music than the other two. So I stay busy. I yell a lot. I yell at a lot of people a lot of the time.
You're probably like
now you used to fill in.
Yeah.
You used to fill in for Thy Art Is Murder, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, once upon a time. Yeah. I for a quick jaunt. Back in 2016. CJ took some time off, and I knew a couple of those guys, and so they needed to fill in for a couple quick little runs. So did that before CJ made his return in 2017. Yeah, that was fun.
And then, of course, we no longer have the luxury of having Thy Art Is Murder. I think they quit now. I think they kind of hanged up the hat.
They're still going.
They?
They're still going, man. They're on a headliner
they're still
right
going.
now
Okay.
Like they've. I thought the same thing. They were kind of quiet for a while, but they just hit this. They're on a national run right now. And they're doing banger numbers. It's impressive. Yeah, but they definitely took a kind of a hiatus over the pandemic for sure. They kind of they went back into their cave and licked their wounds and wrote some new shit. And yeah, everything I've seen, I don't really keep up with them that much anymore. But seeing some of the footage and some of the videos and pictures from their headliner is pretty impressive. They're doing some big shit.
Are they like arena tours, or are they probably still doing the small 1,500 cap room, 2,000 cap rooms?
Yeah, they're doing like the big theaters, it looks like. Yeah.
Okay. Now just real quick, what back you just joined these guys in 2022, correct? Is that right?
Yeah. I'm the newbie, yeah.
Yeah, you're the newbie. And we were looking out there That's right. What happened to the old front man? I guess he probably just said, "I'm done," or was he kicked out? Or
well, there's a little bit of a story there. The first guy, Noah, who's with the band since the beginning. He'd been in the band when they started, I believe. I think he just kind of got burnt out on doing it and wasn't really as enthusiastic as he may have been. I haven't heard his side of the story, so I don't really know. But apparently it just wasn't a good fit anymore. They were on different frequencies, and then they hired a guy named Rudy, who was in So This Is Suffering, a deathcore band from Southern California. And I think on paper, everything worked pretty well when they initially met him, because I think they did a couple shows or a tour with them. So This Is Suffering opening for Bleed the Sky. And they thought it would work out. But again, I think it was just a personality difference, a frequency difference on, certain people, how they get along. And it didn't work out. And Ember Throne, my other band, our agent, was the same agent for Bleed the Sky. And I was a big fan of Bleed the Sky from back in the day. Back in like high school, and I saw they posted that they needed they were looking for a new singer. They had recently let their guy go, and on a whim, I hollered at our agent, was like, is there any chance in hell? Like, just kind of joking, thinking it wouldn't go anywhere. And then he hooked me up with Wayne, and we started talking, and now we've been making music for about half a year now and putting stuff out.
That must have been the most exciting time of your life. Like, I can experience that. That's awesome. Getting that call. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty so cool. That's a dream.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah. It's, band I listened to in high school. Nuts.
Right. And I always want to, fill in people like Kyler, where it's like they think that probably the reason why I asked about the old members is because and about Thy Art Is Murder, because I remember CJ putting out that comment about not making money in metal music and how hard it is and all that kind of stuff. You remember that? I think it came out in like, Metal Hammer and AP and all the magazines and stuff like that, and how hard it is for bands, for metal bands especially, to make money.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, well, no, he's right. He ain't lying.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. I mean, I did it, I put gave the old college try for a good long time, and really focused on it being like my main, bread and butter and my main career path for a while, and really pushed that. And yeah, man, it is very difficult. And there's obviously, even when you do start making money, not to say I ever really made any money doing it, but when you do start making it, right, there's zero security, there's zero safety, there's zero foundation. You're like, everything is at the whim of the agents, of how your record performs, how you do. It's grueling. So I mean, AC/DC said it 50 years ago, and they fucking hit the nail on the head. Then it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
See, that's our story. That's mine right there.
Especially when it comes
out. That's what I want. I want it.
And that's and then if you start to hit mainstream radio, you'll get the haters that'll say, "Oh, you guys sold out. You got changed your style." Bring Me the Horizon is a good, fine example. Listen to them back in the day, but once they started hitting mainstream radio with this new style, I was like, I actually really enjoyed this. And then, of course, I dove into their stuff, and I was like, why are people hating on this? This is great. And then I listened to their old stuff. I was like, oh, it's really deathcore back in the day. But I was like, what? They got to do what they got to do to make their money. They got to hit that mainstream radio. They got to get played on all these radio stations so they can start making money and start putting it away, because shit's not going to last forever.
True.
Fall apart.
That's absolutely true.
You're going to be too old. You're going to be like Mick from what? Mick from oh hell, what is that? The
Stones? You're chonking on me over there, man. Your camera's all screwing up.
Is that happening to you too?
Yeah. It's just okay.
I was trying to text him. You're all over the place, buddy.
Am I?
All right, epilepsy? Are you good?
You're
good. Shaking.
No, but you're absolutely right.
No, that's the problem about doing a show on the road is the Wi-Fi is never good. So anyways, let's take a look right now. You guys just released a new single called Soul Collapse. That just came out. So let's take a look at that real quick. But before we do, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And we'll be right back with Monte from Bleed the Sky.
Time is everything, and convenience and quality matter the most. Now, you have an affordable, nationwide, online medical solution for over 50 services in which you can be treated by a board-certified doctor from the comfort of your home. For only $49.99, your doctor appointment is taken care of via telehealth. quick and easy. Jiffy Doctor is here to serve you with excellence, with same-day appointments as well as discounted prescriptions. We treat services from sinus infections, common colds, anxiety, insomnia, birth control, dermatology, erectile dysfunction, STDs, and women and men's health treatments. Sign up today for $49.99 and have your prescriptions delivered to your home if you choose. Jiffy Doctor has served tens of thousands of happy patients, and we are happy to now serve you. JiffyDoctor.com, your new, convenient, and affordable medical solution. Stay home, stay safe, and avoid the wait. JiffyDoctor.com.
All right, and we're back with Monte from Bleed the Sky. So you guys got this new single out, Soul Collapse. We're going to check out real quick. Tell me a little bit about the song before we get started.
Soul Collapse was, I think it was one of, if not the first song we wrote together. The guys had a whole library of riffs and ideas and different capacities and forms and kind of structures and sketches of songs. And I've always been an arranger. I've always, liked to throw my hat in the ring when it comes to putting songs together in certain ways. And the guys are really open to collaborating like that. So they gave me, again, these kind of structures, these sketches of songs, and let me just kind of have at it and go just full mad scientist with it. So me and a couple of the guys would just go back and forth, via the staple of the future, the internet here, and just kind of kicking ideas back and forth and speaking band speak, like, let's do it this way, like, no, like that, like da 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 da. Oh,
I always wondered, how do you guys do that in your genre of music? Like, how do you guys come up with your words? Because I try to follow along and it's like,
with the words, the lyrics. Oh, that's just like
how do you guys get that?
I have notes and notes of my phone of just mean shit that I think of.
So when you get mad, you just write it down?
Actually, I mean, come to think, yeah,
that's so cool.
I was talking with a buddy the other day that I was really pissed off about something that a friend did, and I was just stewing in it. And I was like, I wrote a text message out to text him, and then I deleted it, and I wrote it out and I deleted it, and then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna write some lyrics, and I went and did that, and just like it felt so good to just have that kind of fire under my ass. But but I don't know, it's Vincent Bennett from the Acacia Strain.
I need to do that.
Yeah, it's good.
Anger management at its finest.
It helps, absolutely. Yeah. Vincent from the Acacia Strain said, I write lyrics that look good on the back of t-shirts, and that's kind of also part of my process. But no, I'm stoked on the track, the way it turns out. It definitely was a collaborative effort between a few of us in the band, and I'm excited to start playing it live soon. So
yay.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's take a look real quick at the new single, Soul Collapse from Bleed the Sky. Here we go.
Something
Here we go.
Oh, okay. So I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. I gotta come clean. I hate horror movies, and I've never understood the words to like heavy metal because I don't want to. Right now, I was having a panic attack because it was everything scary that you could think of. It was like, it was very well, but it did the trick.
Good. That's what we're going for.
Yeah, it did. I mean, the words were beautiful, but flesh, and I was just picturing, and all the hands were moving. I was like, oh my God.
Spooky.
It was, but it was a good song, but it gave me anxiety.
Thank you. Good. Sorry.
But that's a good thing, right? That's what you're going for.
Exactly.
It's not reggae, happy sunshine.
Right. No. Quite the opposite. The opposite.
Yes.
Yeah, and we tend to forget that music is an art, and the deathcore. Now the funny thing is that the band's labeled as metalcore. Would you label them as metalcore anymore?
I mean, yeah, they used to be a metalcore band for sure, but I'm pretty. Yeah, we're pretty much a deathcore band now.
That was death. Yeah. All I saw was death.
Yeah. And the thing is that that's it. And people forget that music's supposed to invoke an emotion into you, and deathcore with the gutturals and the lows and the screams. Now, is that all you, by the way, or is that
all me?
Someone else as well?
You have great anger management skills because you let it out.
That's why I'm in 3 bands. See, I make dinosaur noises in 3 bands, so that's why I'm just a nice, happy-go-lucky guy.
I was gonna say, I was waiting for pig squeals to come out in that song. I ain't gonna lie.
I haven't done one of those in a long time. I think they're coming back into style. I used to be able to do them pretty well. I haven't really tried in a minute. I should get to work on that. Maybe the next song.
But no, when did you start like screaming? I'm thinking about my son, and like, I mean, maybe he could scream. When did you realize you have that talent?
I was like in 7th grade. I think I was like 12, and I was playing guitar. I play a few instruments, and I was in a band. We started a band, my local chums. And I was trying to sing and play guitar, and the guys were just like, bro, that ain't it. You don't got it. And so I think we covered like an AFI song, or we covered some like more hardcore kind of tinge song. And I yelled, and the guys were like, man, you sound really good. And then that just kind of got me started on like, oh, maybe that's a thing. And then I got into like Slipknot and more intense music, and kind of started hearing that. And after blowing my voice out like 100 times over the course of my life, you kind of learn the ways to do it and the ways not to do it. And just took it from there, just kind of out of necessity. I just really wanted to do that. I played guitar and did backing vocals in bands until I was like 19, and then I just wanted to go up there and just bring the mic, and I wanted to give that a shot, and I really liked it, and people told me I was okay at it. That was decent, so I just kind of took it from there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. As long as the people told you were good at it and not other bands. You ever notice that? Well, other bands is like, oh, you guys were so good. You were so good. And then you reach back out to them later. Hey, do you want to do some touring together? Crickets.
6 set, bro. 6 set, bro. Yeah.
Exactly. That's right. I always loved when I got a new artist and they're like, yeah, this band said I was great. And I said, they just said that to be nice. That's it. That's stage etiquette. Nice. That's all. Yeah.
Exactly.
I would tell them, oh, I get it. So you're better than them.
What?
I'm all about encouragement, but I see where you're going. You guys are
just the thing is people are too nice. Everyone wants to be really, kind and considerate, like you said, stage etiquette, but it's also like you never, like, even if you completely fucking botch a set, no one's gonna really tell you, like, unless you're in like Germany or like the Netherlands, they'll fucking tell you. Those kids will tell you. Whereas like in the States, they'll be like, yeah, man, it was really good. Like no one will tell you had a bad set. None of the fans, at least. But sometimes it's like, I would like some constructive feedback, please.
Right. And then don't get mad when the constructive criticism is not what you like.
Yeah.
Now, Kyler,
oh man, don't worry.
You were interested in some of his tour stories, right?
Well, no, I just always wondered, because you look at the different genres of music, And when I picture your genre, I picture like crazy tours. So I want to know, like, what is your craziest tour story? Like, I have to know.
I was in Mexico with a band that I'm not going to name, but any internet sleuths out there could probably figure it out. A few years ago, I was in Mexico, and we spent the day drinking and eating tacos, and I think it was in Guadalajara or Monterrey or one of the, I forget where, but we were partying all day, having a great time. You know, beer and tacos are cheap. I go back to the hotel to take a nap to get ready before the set. I show up to the show, and our guitar player is passed out drunk. He is blackout drunk in the green room, and the runner who's with us on the tour, we hired a guy to basically kind of production manage with our tour manager, just to kind of translate, make sure everything was running smoothly with the production company. And the tour manager was like, how fast can you get cocaine here? How fast can you get
Yes, there it is. I was waiting.
And the guy's like, all right. And so he runs and gets it, and we're smacking the guy, we're smacking our guitar player, trying to get him up. And he's just fucking out like a light. And so luckily the runner comes back with the Colombian booger sugar, and he gets him going, and he comes to life. And there's footage online of it. It's hilarious. He has a chair on stage and a trash can to puke in, and he does the whole set. Like, he does 2 songs standing up, and he does our entire like headline set. The rest of it he does it sitting down. Like, I think
what a savage.
That was, but he did it. He was a consummate professional. He botched most of his solos, but he did it.
He was still there. He was passed out. When I'm passed out, I'm done. Goodbye.
It was pretty impressive. And our set was like 75 minutes too. It wasn't like a 25 minute like throw and go.
Set.
It was like full production. So yeah.
I bet he felt like shit the next day.
Oh yeah. That was pretty bad.
Yeah. All right. So real quick, where can people you guys got any tours coming up or anything like that?
We're working on some stuff. We're working on some stuff behind the scenes. Nothing we can announce yet. But Bleed the Sky will return to the stage sometime this year, for sure. We're working on that. Right. We've been entertaining a couple offers. Been working with our agent, and there is more music in the pipeline coming out. Not just we had the Parasite with Mark Hunter from Chimera. That's out. That video is up. It's been out for a few months, and then Soul Collapse just came out. And then we have a 3rd single done with a guest vocalist who I can't give away here, but I'm fucking ecstatic. Like, 13-year-old me is freaking the fuck out that we got this guy.
That's a hint. That's a hint. He said AFI. I remember. I listened.
I wish we had Davey.
Look, that internet freak. I already got notes over here. I'm going to find out.
Internet sleuthing over there. Anyway, so we're working on that one. That'll be coming out. And then we're shopping to labels, looking into different options, and seeing where we can take it going forward.
How exciting.
Yeah, it's good
stuff.
And
then we're new merch lineup or anything like that?
Yeah, I think it's I'll look it up right now. I think it's Bleed the Sky Metal, maybe.com. Let me find it right here. I should probably know this. Where is it? If you just search Bleed the Sky, it's probably on our Instagram and all that fun stuff. You can find all of the information for merch, but we do a merch drop for every single. There's new shirts come out. Let's see, Linktree. I'm in the band. It's Bleed the Sky My Shopify, so it's pretty easy to find. Okay. We'll send you those links. But yeah, we got artwork and merch from the new song and the last song and other more legacy stuff from back in the day. And we'll be putting out more merch. Got to sling that cotton, got to do it.
Exactly.
I heard something
That's the
so
only
different.
Yeah, you did. Cotton, not cock.
Cotton.
Also, gotta sling the okay.
Now, yeah. I mean, we know they're trying to make money as much as possible, but I don't think they're trying to sling cock right now.
No, not yet. I mean, that's next year.
Yeah, but that's what drummers are for. All right. We'd like to thank Monty, our guest today, Bleed the Sky. Check those guys out. We'd like to thank our distributor, Pantheon Podcast, Of course, thank you, Kyler, for being here. And as always, guys, like Sebastian would say, Sebastian, pop in here and say, peace out, rock on, much love.
Thank God.
Pop in here.
We need you.
Pop in here.
Hey!
I came in the last minute. I finally just got done eating dinner. And
that's why I went like that. I was so excited.
And I went.
I know.
She can see me in the background.
So, all right.
Now I know
Lead
what's
us out.
underneath. All right. That's all the time we got. I'm going to watch this interview later. I guess that's it. Peace out. Rock on. And much love.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.